Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we're going to solve another coolest question, which is min cost climbing stairs. So basically, what we're going to do in this question, we have to calculate the minimum cost required to climb this stairs. Okay. So let's just see what the question is saying. So it's saying like you are given an integer array cost, where cost I is the ith step of a staircase. Okay. Once you play the cost, you can either climb one step or two step. Okay. So like either you can climb one step or two step. You can either start from the step with index 0 or the step with index 1. Okay. Return the minimum cost to reach the top of the floor. Okay, we have to return the minimum cost to reach the top floor. Alright, so how we going to solve this question? I will explain you two approaches to solve this question. So one is like a DP1, another one like a mix of DP and the greedy one. Okay, so let's talk about the first DP1. So basically what I will do, I will kind of use tabulation in this to solve this question. Okay, so let me just tell you like how the approach will work. All right, so what I will do, let's say I have something like 10, 15, 20. Okay, so now I have to calculate the minimum cost in this one. So how can I calculate? What I will do, I will start going from the back side. Now you will ask why from the back side, because the way to reach let me just index their value 0 1 2. The way to reach this 2 with index, there is only zero way. There is zero way to reach over here. But if I start from 0, then it will like I have two steps to reach my 20. Okay, so I have to take two steps, but to reach 20 I have 0 steps. That's why I will start from the back side. All right. Okay, so now how can I calculate it? So initially, let's say like my steps are 0. Initially my steps are 0 because I'm on the back, I don't know. And I will just simply say like let's say my current step is will be 20 plus minimum of step 1. I will call it step 1 and step 2. Okay, so whatever the step I will found over here, I will just calculate minimum and I will add it into this one. Okay, so that I can get my current step. Okay, so by doing this, what will happen, I can get my step 1 and I can get my step 2. So once I'm getting my step 1 and step 2, I will then calculate my minimum step from this. So I think like this thing is making little bit confusing. Don't worry, like let's just start coding this question. You will definitely gonna understand like how we are doing this. Alright guys, so let's just see how we do. Okay, so my first job is to create step 1, which will be initially 0, and I will similarly create my step 2. Okay, which will be initially 0 as well. Alright, because they are saying like we can only take either step 1 or either step 2 as per the questions. Alright guys, so now I will run a for loop from the back side. Okay, because I told you why, because like to go to the back there is only 0 way, and to go from the starting there is another way. Okay, so I will start from the back. I will be cost dot length -1, length -1. I will be greater than equals to 0. I minus I will decrement. Okay, alright guys, now what I will do, I just initialize my current step. Right, so let me just do like this. Initially current step will be what will be my cost of I. Okay, the initially I'm on the which variable I'm pointing, that will be my initially cost. Okay, so cost I plus I will calculate math.min of step 1 and step 2. Okay, so by doing this I will get my minimum step from over here. Alright guys, now what else I have to do? I have to then update my step 1 and step 2. So that's what I will do over here. I will just step 1 equals to step 2, and my step 2 will become my current step. It will become my current step. Okay guys, I hope now things are making some sense to you, like what I'm doing. Alright, if it's still not, don't worry, it will make definitely gonna make, because like I will just give you a quick overview of the code, like how we did it. Alright guys, okay, now what else I will do, I will just simply calculate the minimum of my step 1 and step 2, because like like after completing the for loop, after going from the end to the 0th index, I just get my all the things. I get my all the things, like I get my all the steps updated. Okay, now I have the minimum one and the maximum step. Now my job is to calculate the minimum one. Okay, the minimum cost they are asking it. Right, so I will say math.min step 1 comma step 2. Alright, that's all the code, guys. Let me just run it and I will just give you a quick overview like how we did it. Alright, let's just see, and it's accepting. Alright guys, so what I did over here, initially my step 1 and step 2 are pointing on this one. Okay, then I run a for loop from the back. My loop is running from the back. Alright guys, now what I did, I just initialize a current step, because I don't know what my step 1 value and my step 2 value is. I don't know, so I initialize my current step which will be pointing at over here as well, current step, and but it's pointing its value, so it will say its value is 20, and my minimum value will be 0, 0. Okay, I don't know the value is. Okay, so now what's happening over here? After doing this, what will happen? My current step value will become 20 because the method min of 0, 0 is 0. Okay, so what my step 1 will become? My step 1 will become initially to 0. My step 1 is initially 0, but my step 2 will become 20. Okay, because you know, like because after doing this, I can, because my step 2 is pointing to my current step, because my step 2 is pointing to my current step. Okay, all right. So now what happened? My current step will move from over here, it will reach over here. So what will happen? It will move from over, and my step 2 will move from over here as well. Okay, my step 1 step 2 will come over here, my current step is over here as well. So what will happen? My current step will again now become 15, and now it will calculate from minimum 0, 20, the minimum one, because initially my step 1 is still 0. Okay, so now by doing this, what will happen? I will get initially my minimum is 0, so I will get 15. Current step is 15. Okay, so now my step 1 will upgrade. My step 1 will upgrade to which one? 20, because my step 1 is pointing to step 2, because you know, before that my step 2 value is 20, so my step 1 will become 20 over here, and my step 2 will become current step, which is 15, so it becomes 15. I hope things are making some sense to you. If still not, don't worry, because like we are we'll go with one more. Okay, 2015. Bye guys. So now I am, now what will happen? My these all the things will move, so just be careful over here now. Okay, my step 2 is over here, my current step is over here, and my step 1 is over here from 15. Okay, this thing is happening right now, right? So now what will happen? Now what will happen? My again it will calculate the value. So it will say, it will say current cost is 10 plus what one, 20, 15, 20, 15. So it will get the minimum value. So the minimum value will be 15, but it is 25. The current step is 25. Current step is 25. Okay, so what will happen? The step 1 value will update, and step 2 will update. So the step 1 value will become 15, and this value will become 25. Okay, so like after doing this, what will happen? Our otherwise we will now reach out of the boundary, so I will end my loop over here. Now I come over here. So now what I have in my hand? I have my two values in my hand. One is 15 and one is 25. I will compare from them, so I will say this is the minimum value. So that's how I return this minimum value. I hope the question is now clear, like how we did this approach. Now my another job is to just submit this. Let's see is passing all the test cases or not. All right, so here I submit this one. Okay, let's see, and it's taking time, and here we go. So it's accepting very well. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. Now let's just walk to a new approach, the another approach. The another approach is, let's say you can say greedy one. Okay, so what I will do, I just do nothing over here. I just run a simple for loop. Okay, my loop will start from 2. You will say, why is starting it from 2? Because you know, it may like I already know the initial previous 2 values. I know the previous 2 values, so I will start it from 2. So I will say int I equals to 2, I less than cost dot length I plus plus. Right guys? Okay, so now what will happen? So what I will do, I will simply add to my cost. I will simply add to my cost I plus equals to math dot min, method min of cost I minus 1 and cost I minus 2. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. Like if you did little bit this question is kind of similar to if you did the Fibonacci question. It's kind of similar to this one, like this approach which I'm doing it right now over, because this is a brute force approach, you can say, in a Fibonacci like I did. So anyways, let's just move to the question. Okay, so now what I will do, I just did over here. Now my job is by doing this, I will get the minimum value and I will add into my cost. Now coming out of this loop, I will simply return it, but returning it, I will calculate again the minimum value, method min of what, method min of cost dot length minus 1 comma cost dot length minus 2. Okay, so I will compare from these two. So this is all the code is. So I hope this thing is clear, like how I'm doing this. So it's nothing, it's the same thing I'm doing. I'm starting from 2, I'm just comparing the 2 values with subtracting with the previous one. Okay, so by doing that, I'm putting into my cost with the initial cost, I'm pointing it, and after that, like just coming out of the loop and comparing the previous 2 value, like the 2 value which I get finally over here. and you see is accepting. Let me just submit this code as well. Let's see whether it's accepting or not. And guys, here we go. So it's going 100%. So I hope the question is clear, like how we are doing this. So I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, if you still have any doubt, just do let me know in the comment section, and I will suggest you to watch this video again, because you will definitely want to understand like how I approach these steps. And if you still have any doubts, ladies and gentlemen, just do let me know in the comment section. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I love you guys. Believe me, I love you. Take care, bye bye.